Hello, my name is Nicole and today I would like to show you a recipe for a Czech potato salad. Czech potato salad is a Christmas tradition in the Czech Republic, and I introduced this salad to my husband, who is American, to my husband's family who are from Dominican Republic, and everybody seems to be loving it, so I thought you guys would appreciate it too. For this potato salad we're gonna need potatoes that are suitable for salad. I'm buying these red potatoes because they're a little bit firmer. We're gonna need eggs, approximately 10 to 12 eggs. Half a yellow onion. We're gonna need root parsley, carrots, pickles, and it's up to you if you would prefer more sweet or sour taste. The bread and butter ones are a little bit sweeter, so I will actually combine two to have like sourness as well. Then you will need sweet peas that are brined in or pickled in sweet and salty water. So make sure that you get those because they have nice flavor. Then I will use this Dijon mustard, the French one, and then a mayo. I'll show you how much when I'm blending everything in. Not all of this, but a lot of it because we love it. And we'll start with boiling the potatoes. Because you need to first cook them and then you need to give them time to cool off so you can actually peel the skin. So it's very simple. You take a big pot, you know, for salad, you're boiling potatoes in skin. So I put approximately 2 kilos of potatoes, and the potatoes I use for the salad are red potatoes. I buy these organic ones from Whole Foods, is the 365 brand, and the reason I like those is they are more firm, so they will not be mushy once they boil. So I just do that. I add water to the pot, cold water, and you need to cover them a lot because the water will be boiling out, so dissolving basically. So make sure they are covered, all of them are covered because they don't all fit at the bottom of the pot. Okay. So you don't need to add salt because the potatoes do not absorb salt because they are in the skin. However, I always put a little bit of salt just in case. And turn it on, you cover it, and you boil the potatoes until they are soft and they're coming off a knife, and I'll show you later. So it's gonna be approximately 45 up to an hour minutes. See you later. So now the potatoes are boiling. You just turn it down, make sure that it's still sizzling, but not as much. And you can open it up a little bit and still, you know, keep it going for until they're soft. So now it has been approximately 40 minutes. I'm gonna check if the potatoes are done. So yeah, they're done. They may be too done. They're coming off the knife nicely, which means that they're done, maybe to the point that they're a little bit too much, because you want them nice and firm for the potato salad. So now I'm just going to get rid of the water. So these potatoes aren't as big, so they took only 40 minutes, I would say. And just let them cook, take the lid off so they don't keep cooking in the steam. And yeah, that's it for the potato part. So now I'm boiling the eggs. I have put in 11 eggs, and I'll always add in salt. Just in case one of the eggs would break, because if there's no salt that would spread in the water. If there's salt, the salt will stop the spreading of the egg to the water. And as I said, yeah, I'll give it 10 to 12 minutes just to be sure that they are fully cooked through. So now we have the eggs boiling. I set the timer for 10 minutes. And I'm starting to peel the potato skin. So you basically take a small knife and you peel the skin off all the potatoes, just like this. You can also stick the potato on a fork, especially if you're peeling them when they're not fully cooled down. So I would grab it on the potato, grab it on the fork and start peeling. That way also your left hand stays cleaner and you just start putting them in a clean bowl. So now that I've peeled the potatoes, you can use knife and chopping board to cut them into small pieces, but I like this little helper because it makes it a lot faster. And this is the sharp side. So you just run the potatoes through like this. So you will end up with these longer strips, but they will be easy to, they're already separating themselves a little bit. So do that with all the potatoes. And my dog is begging for potatoes down here. You want some potato, really? Sit pretty. Sit pretty. Good girl. So the next step would be to boil the veggies. So I have the parsley and the carrots here. You can just boil it in water just to make sure, you know, that they soften up, so you can chop them into the salad. I like to keep the flavors and the vitamins in, so I steam them. So whatever method you use for steaming, I use this little helper. So add the water, put it in. You see it's just underneath this. I put the veggies in. And it's gonna need approximately 15 minutes. I'm actually gonna cut these bits because your aim is to have everything kind of the same width. So, and obviously the smaller your pieces are, the quicker it's gonna be cooked. And you don't want to get it out mushy, so make sure that you are checking it, that it's not too soft and get soggy. So now we have the eggs peeled. Make sure that there's not any shell on them because they will be very unpleasant to buy. Then I'm gonna use this egg cutter. I'll do it one side, turn the egg, and do it the other side, so I get those, that kind of shape. So one side, change the direction. I have 11 eggs here. I will put in 10 first, and I will see how much I like the amount again. So now I take a wooden spatula and I will just mix the eggs with the potatoes. And don't try, like, be careful with it, like that you don't like make it mushy. Just be kind of careful with the mixing. That's why I use this spatula, because it allows me to do it the way I want. And now I will actually already add the salt. And so remember that the salad right now has no salt, so the potatoes are completely unsalty. I add black pepper, and it's up to you how much you want. We like black pepper, so I'm gonna add a good amount, but we will test it at the end, and you can always add more pepper or more salt when everything's already mixed together. One thing to remember with the salt, the potatoes need a lot of salt, but we're gonna be using the mayonnaise, and the mayonnaise has a lot of salt in it also. So be a little bit careful, you know, don't maybe add the requested amount of salt right at this stage, because the mayo is gonna add a lot more saltiness to to the potatoes, to the salad. So this is done. Now I will open the can of the sweet peas and I will put them to the strainer so the water gets out. It is the veggies. So I will run my knife through it, and I see that some pieces are already done, some may not be done yet. So the ones that are already soft and done, I will put to the plate. So you see, this is done, done, done. Because the knife is going through very easily, that means it's done. So now we have the veggies. And I will cut them now to very small pieces. But let me just show you a little bit how I would cut it. So kind of small strips and then just run across with the knife. And this would be the size that I would put in my potato salad. So now we have all the veggies chopped. So again, approximately 3 to 4 carrots, the parsley depending on the size. Add it to the salad. Then I have chopped the pickles very finely, and I mix the sweet one with the sandwich slices that are more sour. And don't worry about like straining it, because I'm actually adding the pickles water to the mixture, to the salad also. So I'm gonna cut a little bit more pickles, that's not enough. And I'm also going to add the sweet peas that we were just straining, and approximately the same amount as everything else. So yeah, like this would be. So approximately half of the can. So now I'm cutting the onion, so I'm only gonna use half of it. So you cut the onion in half, keeping the end to end. Then you slice very finely, because you want very small pieces, and then you change the direction. And this is the next step. It's my own preference, because I don't like eating raw onion, it's too strong for me. The next step, what I do is I actually add the onion to the strainer, and I'm just using the same strainer where I had the green peas. Just looking at the amount, but I think it should be fine. And I boil some water. I take the whole kettle, so it's a full kettle of boiled water. And I run the boiling water, or the boiled water, over these onions. And that way, they're not gonna be cooked, but like the main kind of fresh part, that is the like strong oniony flavor, will disappear from that. So they will be a lot milder in your salad. So let's mix this before we add the mayo and the mustard and the other juices, just to see like the color of the salad. If it would have too much just potatoes, then you know to add other things. So every kind of little piece should have all the colors. It should have the green, it should have the white from the egg, it should have the red or the orange from the carrots. I'm happy with this. So what I'm gonna do now is take the mayo. So I like a lot of mayo. Let's see how much we're gonna put in here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do like 7.5 spoons for now. I'm gonna add the mustard now. So just take a small spoon. And again, this is the Dijon original mustard, so it's a little bit spicy. I add it to the mayo because it's easier to spread it then. I add like 2 teaspoons. And I'll take another spoon just to taste this water from these sour gherkins. Okay, that's good. So I'm gonna put some of that in here, and I'll put some of the sweet one too. This is again everybody's preference. You have to try what you like. I like sweeter, so I would add the sweet water too. And now you just mix everything together, and that way we're gonna see if we have enough mayo, because everything has to be coated by the mayo. So it's like a mayo salad, potato mayo salad. So you need a generous amount of the mayonnaise. So definitely enough of mayo. Let me taste it now before I continue the mixing, just to see if how we doing with the salt, and you need a potato bite. So we need a lot of salt. So let me do that, and let me add pepper. Definitely need more sourness. You can also add vinegar instead of this juice from the pickles. That's another option. Let me do this one too. And we keep mixing because the salt needs to be spread well. And you see the salad, now that we added the liquids, is getting softer. So basically, now you keep going, adding flavors to your salad, and be very close. So like, don't add anything like, you know, like a huge amount of anything to it. So maybe I would put a little bit more of this Dijon mustard, 1 more spoon. And it just needs a lot of salt. So the salad needs to have enough of salt for you to be able to like get the flavor of the salad in, because all the ingredients like the potatoes, the veggies, they start tasting great when they have the right amount of salt. So this is the final product, my Czech potato salad. The way we serve it is with a schnitzel, the Viennese style, fried in breadcrumbs. You can use any meat, you can use sausage, you can use baked chicken. It's really up to you. The potato salad tastes delicious with any type of meat. Bon appetit!